Okay, time to pick a new campaign. We just finished. What one we just finished? Gaping Maw and Overdue Adventure. Good one. Definitely suggest that, or highly recommend that one. It's very good. Lots of material, lots of content. Okay, so Lord Drinkwater, welcome to the stream. So now we have to pick a new campaign to play. We got the Purple Wolf. I just downloaded this one today. Complete campaign through level 16. It can be played with the modded parties from 3 to 6 PCs, but is optimized for a standard 4. This one, that's all it says though from here. This one looked like it might be interesting. Somewhat a little bit newer too.
Already 4-star rating. Okay.
What, the Purple Wolf?
Yep.
Go.
Just looking at the page.
Oh, actually, do that. There, just look directly at Steam. Is it another Italian? Great. No. Okay, so this is most subscribed, but that one's new, so that one's actually I found under most recent. So Purple Wolf. So this is the one. So updated in June 16th, so that's good. Was 116. Look at the description here. Designed for a balance of 4 PCs. Key highlights: story-driven campaign, focus on player decisions, alternate paths, and shifting allegiances, based on a highly customized edition of the Outer Planes, detailed in a primer to the Planes discussion. The difficulty is mid, with some harder fights here and there. You won't need a min-max party, but do not expect to steamroll everything. Skills, alignment, and even class matter, but none is required. Overarching story with 9 different endings, including a secret ending that can be unlocked only with a specific party composition. Includes a world map, but no random encounters. All your homies hate random encounters, but we don't. Includes crafting. You should be able to craft many different items. Requires assets from Lost Valley. Okay, so all the DLC stuff, basically. This campaign contains foul language, sexual innuendos, gratuitous violence, and depictions of suicide. It also involves political statements, planar lingo, breaks the fourth wall here and there, and contains an inane amount of quotes from real life. Player discretion is advised. Okay, so 40 to 50 hours of content, 55 playable areas, stuff. Final words. Purple Wolf is the first campaign designed directly for Solasta, not derived from an older tabletop campaign. Derived from an older tabletop campaign. Since it uses even more monsters than the original game, many models will be reused, even for monsters with wildly different CRs. It also includes a homebrewed version of Monster Swarms, which will be marked with a swarm tag. Check names and descriptions. Also, this campaign is a delicate machine. I think I tested most of the corner cases, but if something breaks for you, please let me know. So, how about the Purple Wolf? How did that sound? Jeff, Hobo? Yep, okay. We'll go with that one then.
When the author makes some investment into the description and formatting of the description, and yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so the Purple Wolf it is. Okay, so Purple Wolf starting at level 1 to 2. I've already created my character earlier this week, and personal Gimpy the Holy. It was supposed to be Gimpy the Holy half orc, but it doesn't fit. So, I could have went THO. Sorry, THHO. I should have. That's what I should have done, but that'd be even more confusing.
So you pretty much go the healer of the group?
Yes.
Okay, I was tank, and since the healer is covered, I would go damage.
Okay, so again, Gimpy, Half-Orc, Acolyte, Cleric of Life, blah, blah, blah. Oh, we don't get to see his stats until we're actually in the game. So, while Jeff and Hurricane and everybody are getting ready there, Jeff was going to hit Wizard. Looks like an elf, high elf. Looks like.
Where are we?
What do you mean, where are we?
You're not Canada East, you are not USA East.
Oh, I screwed up.
I always just use the Steam, just connect that way.
Oh, you are USA West.
I didn't pay attention to the server selection. We can always change it.
I guess it was the auto.
Yeah. Yeah, it is always auto west for me. That's the way it is. I just wasn't paying attention. Okay, so as I was saying, so a couple days ago, we were talking about what we wanted to be in the next camp. We hadn't decided on the campaign, but just kicking around ideas for characters and that kind of stuff. And I said, I haven't done I haven't done a healer in a while. So, Jeff hasn't really done an arcane caster either. So figured, that'll work. Anyway, so I ended up with doing a half-orc cleric, just going kind of weird as far as he's full on, basically lawful good. I also got really lucky on the dice rolls, which you'll see once we get in the game. Crazy lucky. And then went with his acolyte background and life domain. So probably the best healer in the game, in this game at least. Although the balanced druid is probably a close second to the one that Jeff just did. And the reason for that is because the balanced druid gets a bonus to its healing. That kicks in the round after that they get a heal. So it's kind of like a regen type deal, but it's only one turn. The life cleric gets basically the same idea, but at the time the heal happens. So if you heal for 8, there's like a bonus of, whatever, 5 or 8 more points on top of that. At the same time the heal happens. But with the druid, heal for 8, next round it gets another 6 to 8, another extra healing depending on the level of the druid and that kind of thing. I think that's really the only main difference between them as far as for healing abilities. The light domain cleric gets all the healing spells automatically, I think. They don't have to, they're always memorized, ready to go. And also get to wear heavy armor. That's the big one too, get to wear the heavy armor. I thought I was able to see these guys. I thought we were going to be able to see his character screen while doing this, but no big deal.
Well, I'm thinking what I'm doing because...
Weren't you going to do the ranger thing? Or to do a willing ranger?
And who's tanking?
Who cares? There's no real... The tanking here is sketchy anyway, because they always go after the weakest person that's closest to them. Tanking isn't really a thing in these games. The tanking is an MMO mechanic. It's not really a mechanic in these games.
You have no idea how much damage I evaded with the Monk last game.
Yeah, because you were the closest. That's why. But
and because he could, I wouldn't have got so close if I couldn't.
Again, it's you don't really need to. That's the whole thing. You don't really need a tank. It's nice to have, but the reality is you don't really need one.
So the true tanks for this will probably end up being yourself and Gimpy anyways.
Yeah, more than likely.
I mean, you can't use two-handed, so you have a shield anyway, so good luck.
Yeah, I mean, it's my starting defense is going to be, or AC is going to be like 17, 18 already. So it's no big deal.
So, Hobo, we going double ranger, or you have another rogue in the works?
Nope. Going ranger this time.
It's 2 rangers.
So he's the ranged ranger, and I'm the melee ranger.
Right.
I have a question for the two-handed proficient here, Hobo. Can I dual wield in the main hand a non-light weapon and in the offhand a light weapon, or is it light without the feet?
No. You can do. You can do a main longsword and then a light weapon in the other.
And I only need the dexterous feat if I want to go heavy weapon. Also, longsword.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm thinking about keeping at least one light weapon for the one feat that gives me 2 AC after hitting something with the light weapon.
Say that again?
I was not sure if I can dual wield with, say, longsword, short sword, with a normal melee weapon and a light melee weapon. There is a feat that lets you use 2 non-light weapons.
Right. I don't.
But there's also a feat that gives you 2 AC for the whole combat turn if you hit something with a light weapon. So that's the question: if I go 2 heavies, or at least have 1 light weapon for that feat. Because 2 AC are 2 AC.
Right. I don't think it matters which hands it in, because because being a ranger, so once you hit level 5, you're going to get 2 attacks. But I think that's with your main hand, and the offhand is always done with your quick attack or whatever the free attack is, whatever they call
bonus
it.
Action.
The bonus action. That's always offhand. So I don't know.
Well, without ambidextrous, the feat, I have to have the non-light weapon in the main hand and the light weapon in the offhand.
Oh, that's okay. I haven't done enough dual wielding, so. And Soul Slicer, welcome back. And Meerkat, you had me laughing. I had to mute. Go double rangers. Brew, you watched a video the other day. Talked about how rangers were the worst classes. Is it different here some way? Rangers are fine. There's nothing wrong with rangers at all. They are the worst classes. The worst class is none. In all honesty, all the classes are totally fine. It depends on how you play them. I mean, if you play a ranger because you think it's bad, then it's going to be bad. It's just that simple. Bards are... It depends on the bard, in all honesty. The way they did bards here, bards aren't horrible. I mean, bards are probably one of the harder classes in Dungeons & Dragons to play anyway, because they're not specialists. They're very much generalists. And so it's hard to make them look good, because they don't really have the abilities to make them look that good. So you have to play them in a different way. I find bards to be more of a role-playing class than an actual, they're not a tank, they're not really a healer, they're not really a damage dealer. They do a little bit of everything. So for tabletop, they're great for role-playing and whatever. But in these type of games, they struggle because, again, they don't specialize, and everybody wants specialists. I want the biggest fireballs, I want the biggest great sword hits and that kind of bullshit. That's what everybody wants in these games. And you get a bard and you go, sit back and twiddle their thumbs and do a little bit of wimpy healing or a little wimpy damage here and there, because they just don't have the abilities to do it. But they're not bad. It's just that they're generalists, and that's just the factor. That's just the fact of being a generalist. You're not going to stand up against a fighter wielding a big 2-handed sword for damage. It's not going to happen. And you're not going to stand up against a life cleric either, or even a healing druid. It's just not going to happen. That's because that's their thing. It's not your thing. And so, again, there's no real bad classes. Recently enjoyed it. Some lovely design. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. I like the description of it. So, but rangers are fine. Rangers are solid. They really are, but the trick with rangers is you have to not think they can do everything, because they can do everything, but they fall into that category. If you make them generalists, they're not going to be as good as they could be. If you make them specialists, like Hobo's going to be doing his range ranger as usual, which is going to be totally good. And then Hurricane's going a different route, which we haven't really done before, which is the dual wielding ranger, which they excel at, but we've never done. But I know they excel at that because I've read their abilities enough and played enough rangers to see, yeah, these dual wielding rangers definitely have huge potential. And because rangers, they do get some good stuff in there to help them do extra damage and do other things. So, but yeah, rangers are solid. They really are. Now, if you're going to pull the whole, rangers can't stand up to a dual wielding ranger can't stand up to a dual wielding fighter. Well, sure. But again, fighter, they do nothing but melee. That's their job, or that's what they do. If you build them to dual wield, they're going to be the best at it because they have the abilities to do it. A ranger's just going to have a little bit more variety to it, like the magic they get access to, which is beneficial. And if you don't see that, that's on you, not the ranger. Again, it's all about recognizing the strengths and weaknesses of characters, and they all have them. They all have strengths and weaknesses. Some just shine certain spots better than others. That's all. But again, I don't think there's any real bad classes. Like I used to say in MechWarrior Online, there are no bad mechs, only bad mech warriors.
There's bad mechs.
Say what?
There are bad mechs.
Yeah, but you can even see people turn them into something better, though. That's the thing. I mean, they may not. Again, it all comes down to situations in most cases. And you're trying to ruin me, Jeff. I'm trying to make a point here. And in MechWarrior Online, anyway, they don't stay bad. They don't really stay bad for a long time, maybe, because PGI eventually tweaks them to make them at least viable. Not always, but usually. And then they come back and they tweak them again, and make them bad again. I've seen that happen a couple of times for stupid reasons, but
I wouldn't say it's stupid reasons. It keeps things kind of fresh when they do that. So, but yeah, there's bad things.
I know they've ruined some mechs over the years, but that's more in the general, like I said, changing things up to keep things fresh, and they break things in the process because they don't think there are changes through very well. Definition: at one time or another, there are back mechs. Yes, back mechs. Bad even. Well, like I said, there's mechs that come in and they're great because they are, again, whoever put them together goes, oh, these are my favorites or whatever, or close to it, so they make them really good, and which requires the community throws a shit fit, and next thing you know, they got to be tweaked to make, to actually fit into the game, and so that happens, and sometimes they over tweak and the mech becomes bad. So, but that's not the mech's fault, that's the designer's fault. The game designer's fault. Pretty good. It's pretty good talking point. Why can't games just have some good character classes over bad? WoW, for instance. Oh, why can't games just have some good character / classes over bad? WoW, for instance. What do you mean by that? Good character classes over bad. Give an example there, Brew. I don't think I quite understand. As in comparing a warrior to a ranger or a hunter? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about mage, warlock comparisons? Or even warrior stuff? For example, back in the day, the hunter was crazy. Oh, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's bad design. Or not enough testing. Or that kind of thing. That happens pretty much in every MMO or a lot of games in general. Actually, it's just everybody when the designers are putting the game together, either they admit it or it's in the back of their head. They go, "Oh, this is my favorite," and therefore better than it should be, especially in comparison to the other things that are available. Again, what Jeff was saying about mechs is, there are bad mechs in comparison to the existing mechs, right? And again, that's a design thing. Then you nerf the crud out of it, and it's in all games. Yeah, this is what happens. Is because it's like I played a hunter basically for the most part in WoW back in the day, and I loved it. And I didn't love it because it was super powerful. I liked it because of you had a pet to play around with, and you can do different things and all this other thing. It was very versatile. It's a versatile class, but if you did certain builds, like the marksman, they were freaking strong as hell, especially as a night elf. There was all kinds of broken mechanics there, which made them bad. It's not bad as in they were bad at their jobs. They made them bad because they kicked the crap out of everybody. That was a bad design. And if you did a certain combination, the night elf hunter had mechanics there as a marksman that was just way overpowered. Oh yeah, I know. I understand that's what you're saying now, and I understand now too. And again, it's just something they didn't pick up through testing, or they ignored that for later, which eventually they did kind of fix. And said I haven't played enough of WoW these days to make any good judgments on whether some classes are super strong over others or not. Because that's not why I play the games, and I haven't played PvP in that game in forever too. So it's hard. And the thing is, a lot of the overpoweredness shows up more in PvP than it does in PvE, because it's not as obvious. Even though with damage trackers and stuff, it does show up better, or shows up well too, because it just shows the strength of the hunter, the marksman hunter in particular, in raids and stuff. They are just dominate and damage in the damage charts because of how they do stuff. So, like when all the pets were matey. Oh, back when all the pets were matey. Well, yeah, when they did what did they call it? Where they made all the weapons basically the same based on their weapon speed and that kind of bullshit, and they made all the pets lose all their individuality. That's when I started moving away from the game, in all honesty, because in the early parts of the game, for WoW, when it first came out, and you had all these different pets with all the slightly different abilities that made them unique, and they took all the uniqueness away, it just kind of ruined the class. So, but yeah, I understand what you're saying now. But again, they did that mainly because the community bitches about that kind of crap. And it gets the attention of somebody just, chewing up the data on the developer side of things. They go, okay, this is the issue, and this is what we need to do to fix it, or to make it go away. And in reality, it ruins the game. It removes the character from the game. Not the character, it's the hunter character, but the heart, the spirit of the game, when he takes that kind of stuff away. What makes it special. When you break stuff like that, it ruins it for a lot of people. It ruined it for me. Maybe not ruin, but it caused me to look at other classes, and they didn't have the specialness to them, which eventually drove me from the game. So, but yeah, it's the generic classes abilities is usually what it is, just to make everybody not that different. But they've added some decent stuff to WoW to make things a little bit more interesting the last few years. Like, I really enjoyed playing Dragonflight. I think the whole special, the new flight mechanic they put in, which is actually really cool and well done, which isn't related to any specific classes, which is good. Although, was it the dragon class, whatever the hell the names were? They get to fly for free. They don't need a mount to do their stuff. That was kind of cool. That was fun, actually. That was a lot of fun. It's taking all the good parts of other games to stay alive. Well, that's only fair, isn't it? How many games have ripped off WoW? In all honesty, how many have those been ripped off? How much of their stuff has been ripped off? Okay, so I think we're ready to go.
Hang on.
Okay, so our cast of characters looks like we got Gimpy, Gimpy the Holy, half-orc cleric. Be the cleric, healer of the group, maybe even tanking. Uh-oh, we lost Hobo. What happened there?
I don't know. It just
Did you just... It's no big deal. We're still here. It's not we weren't in the game, or we weren't loaded, so it's good.
join game.
I mean, when Jeff disconnects and come back, I will be second in row, and since I'm melee, that's the front row. Not a bad idea.
Oh, Jeff is now number 2. Hurricane's number 3.
Yeah, he's back where he was.
Okay, I'll drop out and jump back in.
Should work.
I think Hurricane has to leave too, though.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, I think he...
Nope, that's
I'm
good.
on
We're good.
Slot 2.
we're good. Okay, so
And the squishy is in slot 4. That's good. I hope your characters are still there. And I'm back on slot 3. What?
guess we lost
I don't know why
Jeff. What's wrong?
I went to grab a character for some reason. It kicked me out.
Okay. Okay, I got Hurricane.
Oh, I didn't click on select first. Never mind.
Looks good now.
Okay, so
Yep.
like we're set. Okay, so again, we're going to do the Purple Wolf, brand new campaign. Should probably change the title of the stream. So got Gimpy playing the half-orc cleric, healer, maybe tank. We'll see. Then we have Hurricane, dual-wielding ranger. Then we have Hobo, our ranged ranger, and then Jeff, our wizard. So races half-orc. Hurricane looks like an elf of some kind.
Yep, Wood Elf again.
Wood elf again. Hobo is...
Something small.
I'm gonna go halfling or gnome.
Halfling.
Halfling. Okay. And then we have got Jeff being an elf as well. So probably high elf. So anyway. So again, this is the Purple Wolf.
Can we call this campaign Ranger Danger?
No.
Once we get to level 2, yeah, you might want to.
The Power Rangers.
I like it.
You guys suck. Purple Wolf campaign episode 1.
Every time we see that little arrow in our portraits, Hope and I go, it's leveling time!
You guys suck. Really do. Wait. Rangers get pets, level 4, not in this game. Dungeons and Dragons Rangers don't get pets by default. Do they even have that? Do they have a class in Dungeons and Dragons these days to get pets automatically? I think there's a hunter class, which is basically the same thing as WoW, but I'm not positive. I don't play tabletop Dungeons and Dragons, so I don't know. Some variants of the Artificer. Really? Okay, it is the end of the academic year at the school of adventurers who want to make a name for themselves and do some good in the world. As is tradition, the senior students have competed fiercely in teams for the coveted final prize to be recognized as the best students of the year. Now all the students gather in the grand main hall, filled with anticipation and excitement. The moment everyone has been waiting for is upon them, as Dean Proudbeard is about to proclaim the winners. Among the hopeful faces, you stand confident and ready, for only you know the name of the victorious team, Raccoons. Your team. As the dean announces your names, you stand from your seats between thunderous applause.
Does someone want a small smith tool kit? Because I have 2.
Let's see. I got that scroll. Got the awesome Revivify. Clothing we don't need. I don't have a healing potion. Huh. Oh, mechanized companion. Oh, that's different.
I don't have a smith kit.
I have a herbalism kit.
Me too, but I can't use it.
So, Gimpy. The Holy Orc. So,
You can give it to Jeff as well.
So to explain Gimpy's stats here, they're a little high. So what happened was, the other day, rolling up a cleric to see, just get ready for today, basically. And second roll, doing the random dice rolls. Second roll, 3 18s, a 15, a 14, and a 12. I went, there's no way I'm throwing that away. There's no way. And then with the half orc, they get a bonus to their strength, so we throw an 18 in there. I also get plus 2 bonus to strength and a plus 1 bonus to constitution, and then wisdom, no touch. So, yeah. So that's why the stats are so ridiculous here. Because I got super lucky. I haven't had a dice roll that good, and I can't remember how long creating characters. So it worked out well. So starting to.
And there's a screenshot evidence.
Yes, there's a screenshot. Yep.
But I could use the herbalism kit.
Do you need one?
Could.
I have a smithing kit and a herbalism kit, and I can use both. So
Oh, I thought someone had like an extra one. Never mind.
I can give you my herbalism kit, but I don't really need it.
It doesn't matter. I'll just grab one at some point.
Yeah, that's all right. It's not exactly expensive.
I thought someone just had like a double.
Okay, so starting with
Because right now I have like 2 scroll kits, which I'm pretty sure no one needs a scroll kit.
Yep.
well, Gimpy has proficiency with the scroll kit.
Do I?
But you only have a herbalism kit.
I'll give it a Gimpy then.
So we need one more herbalism kit for Jeff.
Well, eventually. There's no rush.
And a rosary for the magic items later. That's usually the most expensive.
Yeah,
to get.
It's only plus 4 bonus. It's not that big of a deal. Hey, Azure, welcome back. Happy Friday. Spell casting. I cannot cast with the weapon and shield, right? I can do healing.
Because you're not a battle cleric.
I can do healing, though. I can do healing word. But the other stuff I can't do.
That's the other point that makes a two-hand wheeler cleric interesting. He can cast all spells.
There we go. So starting spell, Shield of Faith, Guiding Bolt. That's right. Bane. Bless. Healing word. Inflict wounds. Cure wounds. Okay. Okay, so what are we supposed to be doing here?
Talk to the dean.
Right at all. Okay, so let's go through stuff real quick. Who's our best charisma person? I got 15.
12.
It's me. As far as proficiencies go.
Charisma wise, I got a 10.
Yeah, I think of the best.
I think I like Professor Ballin.
And I'm proficient in persuasion, so. And intimidation. Go me. Okay, so I'll talk to this guy and see how it goes. Being Proudbeard, give us our stuff. Okay, esteemed faculty, young adventurers, it is my honor and privilege to stand before you today at the culmination of yet another remarkable year at the School for Adventurers who want, etc., etc. Each of you has shown exceptional skill, bravery, and determination, qualities that we hold dear and that define our esteemed institution. This year's competition was particularly fierce, with every team demonstrating unparalleled creativity and tenacity. However, as tradition dictates, only one team can emerge victorious. It gives me great pleasure to announce that the winners of this year's final prize are none other than the Raccoons. That's us. Thank you, Dean. We gave our best to honor this school. About time, so what's the prize? And is this all really necessary? Thank you, Dean. You be only one team. It's only what you deserve, young friends. Now, aren't you curious about your prize? Yes, Dean, please go on. As every year, the prize is duplicitous. First, your names will be carved into the stone of memory. The Raccoons will be forever remembered by uncountable generations of students. Yes, you'll forever be trash pandas, pals. Oh God, says some rowdy student. The main hall erupts in jeering and mockery. We're trash pandas forever. Silence, students. Now, where was I?
Something bad is happening to the school and those poor people. I can feel it.
Names written in the stone of memory, Dean. Forever trash pandas. Yeah. Names written in the stone of memory, Dean. Yes, your names will be written in the stone of memory, and so on. So, the second part of the prize, you'll have the honor to lead the annual cleansing. As best students of the year, you surely remember what the cleansing implies, right?
Oh God, we will happen to the school?
Sure, lie. I have to admit we need a refresh. History, of course I remember. Jeff remembers. See if he gets nailed on this one. Over 200 years ago, a student of this school was expelled for dabbling with black magic. As a revenge, he cursed the local cemetery. He was just a student in the end, so his curse was pathetically weak. So the dean of the time just decided to let it go, I guess. That's my student. Well done, young adventurer. The dean of the time sent a bunch of senior students to get rid of the undead hassle, but she decided against removing the curse. It was so innocuous that it was just made into a kind of coming-of-age ritual for seniors. So we should just kill a bunch of undead now. So our prize is to risk life and limb. So what now? We just move out and start bashing on the undeads? Well, yes, but I wouldn't put it that way, my friends. Leading the cleansing is a great honor, and a way to show your skills to fellow students and potential employers. So, when do we start? Who are you? Wait, Margaret is coming? I don't think that kid is a good idea. Is expected for junior students to participate? That person's coming. Margaret. No, Margaret, for the last time you are not going with the raccoons. But it's unjust. It's unfair. I'm a raccoon too. Oh, God. I am even more of a raccoon than them. It was my idea to hide in trash bins during the espionage training. They wouldn't even be called raccoons if it weren't for me. At least you could please stop reminding everyone how we've got the name. Pretty please, says Jeff. Margaret, I know you will become a good adventurer. More than that, you'll be an incredible adventurer. Your instinctual understanding of magic. I'll be surprised if you didn't gain your first level of sorcerer in the next 3 to 4 years. But I just can't let a 12-year-old junior student into a Pakistan cursed graveyard? Okay. But Dean. No buts, junior student. The discussion is over. So what now? We just move out? Yes, raccoons. But you'll still have some time. The curse will not start before tonight. You can rest, get some equipment, whatever. Once you are ready, just head towards the cemetery known as the Laurel's Rest. You'll be greeted by a small horde of zombies, actually. It is your choice how to deal with them. The important part is none should be moving come morning. Is it all clear? I still think this is... Hobo's going to be a troublemaker, I can see. Yes, Dean Proudbeard. Thank you. That's not the typos. It's all settled then, raccoons. I'll be waiting for your return to my study. All students are dismissed.
So my first choice of favorite enemy was wise.
Okay. All students are dismissed, and everyone go back to their daily activities. Remain still for a couple of minutes, trying to decide your next move. But there's not much to do. The raccoons must go to the cleansing. You just hope Margaret doesn't hijack you again. Okay, so what are we supposed to be doing? Shopping stuff?
Arcana, Evo, CO.
An ornate ancient gray sword is on display in this case. A brass tag reads Adventurer's Mate. I'm getting weird control things going on. It's so bizarre. What's going on?
It's getting me.
It's all my key movements are being exaggerated.
Maybe a long leg.
It's like, my Xbox controller is plugged in. It's acting like it wants to control stuff for some reason, which it never does. Thievery? Hobo?
Yes.
What are you thieving?
No, he is in front of the door of the training area for thievery.
Oh.
It's an adventurer school. Just like at the start of Neverwinter Nights.
Key magic.
I'm seeing a
Hold on a second. Okay, see if this helps. Yep, something's going on with the controller for some reason. I had to unplug it. Hey, I see traps and stuff. We're gonna pack Greek, show respect.
There's a trap.
So I'm guessing your guys are cleaning the place out, right?
don't have thief tools.
Well, whatever it did, we leveled up.
We did level up. Oh wow, that was quick.
It's leveling time.
Yeah. You realize that it's more of a thing. You know that, right?
A thing?
Fantastic Four?
Go Power Rangers.
No. The thing's little thing is it's clobbering time. Anybody else that says anything similar is ripping him off, so.
Wow.
Well, it's true. That's been a thing since the 60s that he started saying that, so. Are you done stealing?
I stole something.
Oh, there are merchants here. Primed weapons, a Fletcher, general store.
Where?
We don't have any money yet, do we? We have a whopping 65 gold.
But I stole the +3 shield.
What? I mean, clear skies, students. Professor Ballin.
Who's good, Professor Ballin? Who's good, Professor?
Clear skies, Professor Ballin. First of all, let me give you my congratulations. I've been a teacher in the school for many long years, but I can't say I've seen a lot of better teams. Someone, maybe, but not many. What? Believe me, students, keep walking on this road, and the name of the Trash Pandas will live forever. I don't think that's what we're going for. Thank you, Professor. Even if I expected a bit less mockery from someone who spends most of his time shape-shifted. What mockery? Some of my best friends win their food by delving the trash. Well, that's mostly because they are actual raccoons, but this doesn't matter now. Listen up. I know you're headed to Thoreau's Rest, the infamous cursed graveyard. Well, it happens that the caretaker of that place is a good friend of mine. What kind of friend? I hope it's not a fungus. I hate funguses. It's fungi. There we go. Oh, don't worry. Nagi is simply a dwarf. Good. I like dwarfs better. Dwarves. Will you stop it already? I apologize for them, Professor. So are you just asking for us to stop by and say hello to your friend? That's the gist of it, students. It's been a long time since I haven't heard from Nagi. And with him living in a cursed graveyard and all the rest, well, you just happen to meet him and check if he's fine. That we can do, Professor. We're heading there in any case. You have my thanks then. Please let me know if you manage to meet him. Stay in the light.
Maraike Divo Firibe.
Thieves' tools. What? You need thieves' tools. Oh, that's the thieves' tools thing. Okay. Where are we going? Oh, the merchants. You don't have any money. What are you going to be buying?
I don't know. Once he sells his +3 shield, I'm sure he'll have.
No, don't be selling that +3 shield. I could use a +3 shield. Thank you.
What? Well, but
What do you mean? But I want to see your +3 shield, please. Unless you're a liar.
no, I have a +3 shield. Where are you?
I'm over by the merchants.
Okay.
Sell everything you don't need. But I think level 3 at the latest I need something to cast spells. And Hobo too, I guess.
You're too far away. Where are you?
I gotta learn what everybody looks like again.
I'm the one with red hair.
The small guy.
The small
Boom.
one. Sorry, short one. Not small, short. Standing right next to there. Magnificent shit. That's not a +3 shit.
We have to identify it.
It's a +3 shield. It said +3 for me.
It should be +1.
Well, the armor effects is +3, but it's actually 2 for the shield, +1 for the magic. So it's +3 to your
Okay.
armor class, but it's not a +3 shield. +3 shield would be 2 +3. The AC stuff.
That makes more sense. But yeah, if you need to identify it, just throw it in
Yeah,
the
it's got to
chat.
be ID. Still works.
So I guess we're looking for the dorm to rest and level up.
Well, the dorms are on the other side of the building. A little further past the shrines of Pakri.
I think I found the cook. Interesting kitchen.
Yeah, I found the resting area. It's on the minimap now under senior dorm.
Hello Gimpy, it is time to take a break. Go check on the dogs. This break supports the purchase of Rocket's treats. If you would like to help Rocket feel like a puppy again, please visit gimpyknee.com/support or type !treats in chat. Thank you. The stream ends in 1 hour.
There's a lot of stuff in the chest.
Yeah, I'm just noticing that.
Oh, a rosary, so you can enchant stuff. That's great.
Yeah, I grabbed it.